NPP elections, but there's a development on the story. The FM Kakra Parliament works in committees.
Yeah.
And it is based on the committee's recommendations that is brought to the plenary.
That's right.
All the 276 MPs normally decided. Now, some question me know your analysis last week. Yeah. Because Dr. Comrade Onko then the can discuss paying. And MPs then no can say paid. And I'm really yes analysis.
Yeah.
Now MPs bang and then a was our committee ratified them because our $46,000 according to the US document it was paid after the ratification of the MPs, and that is pursuant Article 75, which says that foreign treaties adebia Ghana ne o man fufuru bi bia kwasan bia no e so temamufuo no anamusifuo sankrata anim. So who were these 18 members? Media medwin says ye won krofo bi bebuso mo question bia say nipa 18 ye buso mo bia eheye.
Okay,
now this is my source. So say after the power plan bill was ratified by the Ghanaian government in July 2017, back when the school conference, the change detailed emails regarding bribe payment. For example, in August 2015, they discussed 250,000 in bribe payment paid to various individuals, including 46,000 to members of the Ghanaian parliament, which ratified the agreement between AXA and the government of Ghana, paid by Beku himself.
Okay.
So this is the footing. This is the rock on which I'm going to build my building or my structure.
That's right.
So MPs no more young. Also said the deal was ratified in July 2015. This is the document. July 2015 date in the or say emergency power agreement between the government of Ghana between the government of the Republic of Ghana represented by the Ministry of Power and AXA Energy for the provision on the fast track basis of power plant. What I say? So there's the deal. July 2015. Now I want to read for you the preamble. In this document was when the emergency power agreement between the government of Ghana represented by the Ministry of Power and AXA Energy was signed. Now, senior, the instructive then say the conclusion of the statement, is very instructive. Or say the committee knows that the current power challenges confronting the country is having detrimental impact on the economy, which requires urgent measures to fix it. It's believed the approval of the power agreement will boost ongoing efforts to end the power challenges within the shortest possible time to bring relief to Ghana. Who look at who signed the document? Alhaji Ahmed Soglo, Chairman, Committee on Mines and Energy. In the committee way, and I recommended my parliament say young ratified deal. No. Who were the members of parliament?
Okay.
Or the MPs on that? Former MP for Madina Ahmed Soglo no committee no your question be busa yam from will be. Menkas will be a cromphone and menkas will be a discriminating evidence. I'm only saying that these 18 people ratified the deal on behalf of all the 34 million Ghanaians. Papa we no can committee the friend Adam Mutawa Kilo on vice chairman of the committee then. Current MD for Ghana Water. Napa pay Kwabnata Hiru Hammond. No, a ranking member on the committee. Say MPP, the most significant member of the committee in the ranking member. Interestingly, Metro BB Asayesi. Kwabnata Hiru Hammond. Now the vice. Edward Denin, former MP of Boise.
That's right.
No, so committee. No, a deputy ranking member.
That's right.
Napa pay so Kahon Cletus Avoka. No, so MPO committee. So near current interior minister. Muntaka Mubarak MP for Samase.
Salam alaikum.
Niawo Yusuf Mustafa Yusuf, former executive director, national service, former sports minister, MP for Yabaga Kubore. No, so committee.
Good.
Your papa we were free. Say Baba Jama MP.
Yes.
Nazar Tuore, no committee.
That's right.
Near papa were so free. No Quanta South or NDC MP. No so committee. Friendly Gershon.
Yeah, Gershon.
Egbediami. No committee. So. Papa we I mean you see Salifu Wa East no so committee so your papa we were or some MP or some MP club so parliament Emmanuel Kwadwo Ajekum in Kranza South no committee so papa we Lidino I get it for you man trust I forget it for you now papa we so committee friend honorable Matthias Kwame no committee so near what Dr. 7 Nana Ato Ata no so our committee so
yes
near our former sports minister, former MP for Chumamponia, IJ Kwame Esiama, no committee. So near William Oreku Edu, or deputy energy minister kind of president Kufa, no so committee so. Near papa we find Benjamin Aye. No so committee so. Anna Joseph Kujo, former MP for Efia constituency, former minister for public enterprise.
Yeah.
Yes. No so committee. 80 members. Media may say if the attorney general is minded and the OSP is minded to go into the matter, they need to speak to these people.
Okay.
Aye. Per the own document.
With investigations.
With investigations.
Yes.
Now the reason is that you say the committee met with the Honorable Minister for Power, Dr. Kwabena Donkor, and officials of the ministry to consider the power agreement, officials of the electricity company, blah blah blah, and all that. There's a certain meeting, there's a certain understanding. And in fact, I say the emergency power agreement was subsequently referred by the Right Honorable Speaker to the Committee on Mines and Energy for consideration on report pursuant to Order 188 of the Standing Orders. So the committee was versed.
Yes.
Okukutifi bana onumti eno de hana science say ye metra mebwa. So when it comes to between 6 and 9, everything that happened is versed between you and I and the producer.
That's right.
So if something happened, we may interview no so my ademudia between 6 and 9, who were there? Who were versed with the microphone? Who had custody of the microphone? Who?
Yeah.
And if I say those
legit
must be called to answer question, it is not culpability.
No.
It is just responsibility.
Yes.
Because we are given a responsibility, and per the information available to us by a foreign entity, they are saying that $250,000 bribes were paid after a ratification was done. Out of that, in August 2015, 46,000 were paid to members of parliament.
Yes.
It is only common sense to say that then those who were versed with the agreement, because in your parliament in the share document, mines or say
Mines and Energy Committee
refer to the Committee on Mines and Energy for consideration and report pursuant to Order 188 of the Standing Orders. It's me the youth and sports MPs bema, me the environment bema, me the women and gender bema, me the foreign affairs bema, mines and energy. These are the 18. Now, what is interesting is that the power minister then in Dr. Kwabena Donkor.
Yes.
The lawyer are representing our actual letter by say asam no onim hu bibliobian face ka bia ma no. Eye Kwamena Tahir.
KT Hammond. Interesting.
Now letter no, I don't know why is it not part of my script. Leba. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I don't know why the letter is not part of my script. Okay, let me switch here. So let me do this. So this is Dr. Kwabena Donkor. So the letter never. I want to read it because I believe it's a fair hearing.
Yes.
Or say, we act on the instructions of our client, Dr. Kwabena Donkor, whose name has come to be associated with above matter, which are doing the rounds on various social media platforms. Our client instructs us in a very crystal clear language that he has absolutely no knowledge about the allegations linked to him. He completely and emphatically denies any knowledge of a receipt or demand for any money as alleged. Our client accepts that he was the relevant minister at the time material. This is a matter of public record. Our client also admits that the state, through the then ministry, the Ministry of Power, negotiated with AXA Energy for the generation of electric power in Ghana during the relevant period. This was at a time when the country was going through the worst phase of what came to be termed as Jumso. It was a time of extreme power emergency when the country experienced extreme load shedding. He further instructed us that during the course of this negotiation, a technical team from all the electric power stakeholders in the country were sent to Istanbul to inspect the equipment which was to generate the required electricity in Ghana. This was and is the regular phase of the pre-shipment inspection. Now do this with me. Or say a technical team here feed the relevant what electric power stakeholders.
Yes.
Now let's go to the value chain of the generation of the Ghana's power sector.
Okay.
Now Oba Esrona, your IPPs,
independent power producers,
and a VRA. Now, omo producing entity. They produce the power.
Yes.
Right. Now, Oba, your Gridco, Ghana Grid Company. They are transmission company.
Yes.
transmission. Ana obasia, your distribution companies.
That's right.
Your three. Among for Anamon for Bioke to your three, your ECG, your Netco, and your EP,
yeah,
Enclave Power. Mostly the free zones area. So this is the structure of Ghana's energy sector.
That's right.
Under the IPPs, you will send power. Sonia Sogle, AXA, Ninaka, IPPs, only independent power producers. And they all very mostly rely on the renewable energy.
Sure.
Free power.
Sure.
Pong, Akosumbo. They also have some element of, the what's in climate change we call brown energy. Brown energy in that, we say fuel but it's a kind of brown energy. It's a pollutant.
Okay.
But renewable energy is green. And then the pollutant in him.
That's right.
It is so
right.
Inframa wind energy. They are renewable energy. Energy what they be from. But what I say. It's also say. Onu de take na ya ka se put 25 to be $5,000 and one kobi. See that here one kobi.
Yes.
Na yan krofo a was entity we mu. Tiw. And a course trip on to Turkey because a pre-inspection. Say senior krofo in a core there, it is easy to track them. Very easy. Very. Who? Because we are told there are 5 people who and who went. Is it their travel? I mean, travel. Their travel records can easily be cross-checked and checked.
Yes.
Next, Yankoso. Oye NOC. It is further instruct. Okay, I say according to our client, at no point in the course of this negotiation did he once set eyes on the said Mr. Ashanti Bediako, nor has he since. Or say in very clear language. Our client state very strongly on unambiguously. Hey, lawyer say unambiguously.
That's right.
That he has never met the said Ashanti Bediako all his life. And Petu Michian that.
It doesn't matter.
He never discussed any personal benefit of any value whatsoever with Mr. Ashanti Bediako or any other person for that matter.
It doesn't matter.
When he didn't discuss it, he never authorized any person to discuss any such matters as BIA. Once I can say personal assistant to be 250 times.
Yeah.
I say, oh, me too, be a buffalo.
Okay.
So
who acted as the personal advisor?
Okay. He never received any money in any denomination. Say naira, say sefa, say dollar, say the miana medum na do some sort of.
Okay.
On any discuss sikabia. On any sikabia discussion bia. They've not discussed any money in any denomination. 5 or say any person or person who may have made any such criminal demand in his name, this so for the person or person's own benefit.
Okay.
Now this is Comrade Tahiri Hammond writing on behalf of Keita. Now see Hadiri. The American say a Canadian sentence or say any person or persons who may have made any such criminal demand. So even in the response of Dr. Kwamina Donko,
yes, he admits.
He admits that based on what he has read, that action is criminal.
That's right.
Therefore, the Attorney General has no business not making this a criminal matter.
Yes.
K.T. Hammond, a ranking member on the committee when the deal was ratified, acting as lawyer for the minister responsible for the ministry at that period, the tone they use and the word they use is that the actions that the U.S. prosecutors are using, that action in their view, and the lawyer writes, deems it criminal. Therefore, the relevant state actors of Ghana cannot make it a normal thing. They must also probe, because criminal matters are the reserve of what? Relevant state agencies, security agencies, they must probe it. Senior is that not fair?
Yes. International say omo aja tum say bibisa akoso a. Na che say eye kitase ne eye momuaso na akoso.
Ye di enim o say criminal.
Ai nti o say
criminal.
Nti opeso che say bibi na say de boni bi akoso.
Exactly.
Nti omo emechechire mu. Ade boni kura akoso.
Ade boni so koso a.
Okay.
Emra na chirechire. Simple.
Okay.
Now osan collect no concluding part no say our client does not understand that any evidence was led in the US trial which link him with demanding or receiving any money, cedis or dollars or anything of value to him personally. He does not accept that evidence that some other person or persons claim that they required money from their principal for the benefit of senior Ghanaian official or any other title holder metamorphose into an evidence of criminality or any wrongdoing against him. We are instructed to notify the general public and to state that any publication or statement of any kind which could be interpreted as contrary to the instructions clearly stated above and which will seek to impugn on the reputation and integrity of our client shall result in immediate legal proceedings. Cavendish Chambers, signed K.T. Hammond Esquire, head of Chambers.
That's right.
Tikwamata Hiru Hammond no diaban media or sign it in Ukraine. Almost so much boy cause you jema mo cause nhwem ne mo yadwen. A criminal things and if people have used people's names and integrity to cause criminal matters, it's only common sense to investigate.
That's right.
Mimi view no. Now, yes, and there.
Now, only on that same issue, K.T. Hammond. So at the time that deal was going on, K.T. Hammond, that was between 2015 and 2016. K.T. Hammond objected to that. No, can be said. Deal now, Mokoye, no. Official say the figure $500 million and has been inflated by $150 million. Emma Okasa, even after say free a bemu crampono or Jinan and now so Kasa Tiasa deal now and Untina NPP buyer. Ombeka said the deal has been inflated or more during negotiation or more recover. So why now is he his lawyer? I know say me question. I know say me question maybe sir. Okay, yanto aso.
O court to sika di bit majina.
Ah, da be say me bisa question.
Uni court.
Men ka bibia.
Ka ejina be 15 years.
Da bi yanko yanima ha.
And then omo to no conference and omo to ni nyina.
Omo to nyina bom. Omo to no Jubilee Park.
To be a Jubilee Park.
Omo nyina 988 delegates.
Oh, okay.
I expected omo to no
me follow here honestly. I have not followed it.
Oh yes. Any bits be
I admit these things. Treasure and yesi nipa miensa na eko Helena Mensa so nim no.
Yeah.
Former PM for Edreso.
Yeah.
No ko pempini bi kuredi.
Yes.
Na kwamna bo atende ne bo ho. Isaac Osetwichie enso ho no bo hesi na Frederick. Quarting. And Frederick Ade omu nyina aka ho.
Yes. Former aide to former KMA boss.
Frederick Ade. Oh, okay.
Now, former KMA boss. Call national service. SB or SB.
Oh, okay.
Aid.
Oh, okay.
Or a communicator so for the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting.
This is on call Northern Region National Service.
Oh, okay.
Northern Region, yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I talk on Northern call. Okay. Ana Nasara, omo ebehwe Zangos, inner cities ne bibia ma NPP no Zongo community Razak Abubakar, Abdul Basit Mohammed, Hamisu Ibrahim, ana Ibrahim Anyas Mohammed nimu bia wo mu.
That's all.
But I say we need din nyame the Anas.
Anyas come up.
Me ye Muslim and kidima ko fe Ibrahim.
Okay.
Ibrahim.
Wow.
Eme de pan.
Eno ye Abraham.
3 and 4 on beto am obi am there. Second vice chairperson.
Yes.
Zenabu omuntuma Zenabu.
Okay.
Oba.
Okay.
Onye nesia wa mo a say that daipu.
At least gender balance.
Gender balance. The whole face.
Oh feeling no.
Hema me na.
Oh ya da no.
Me ya da me. No kwanti na me ko ground.
Anyway.
One ba ko bi. Me du abehu.
Matthias.
Ono so nya ba de kra.
Okay.
And the first vice to Patrick a champion is a 3 minutes on an original boss. Nti Asamoah Akosinti former chairman from and a Benadama Janto
Amofa.
As a we no me pen youthful nature.
Okay.
the youthful nature. No, my dream say, also the way the politics is going.
Yes.
You need, because we're chairman in our so you need a bit of vibrancy.
Sure.
You need a bit of dexterity.
Sure.
And me follow the team, no, Brekum Chelsea, one of the investors on social media. I think so. I
think the second time I'm say about contested.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the last time he came.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm fine, but our team no so
a strong team.
Very strong, very strong. But number 3, no, as I resonating with Obia, me so me who say I say a bit me akwa mo bi say so okay.
Okay, that's what I want to question to me.
I'm tired of me who be sa.
Interesting. Now, Deputy Secretary, no, omuntu mo obey. Omo makanka mi mo mudi.
Okay.
Lexi. Abna boy.
You didn't so there.
Now, we have picture no the coin.
Which are no cool, no?
Picture. Ah. 2 reasons. First reason here picture.
What a PR.
Picture no. Me say Gabi ba say ya make us onye na me friend.
I see.
Say no person say incranche no.
Ah, no. Oh, so shame crying.
The Lexi. Ah.
Abna boy hene.
Abna boy hema. Oh.
Boy hene. Yeah.
Oh, so win.
Is a lawyer now?
Oh, nice. Nice.
I think so.
Nice. Oh, more impetus to campaign for her. I think so.
You are loving her. You are loving her.
Janda, you know, say second. You say Bema, a man trona be uko to so bane Bema trotra. You say Obade, you know. The ambience, you know, the serenity.
Wow.
And I say, man secretary today come with such peace.
Yes.
Oh, front desk, baby, in a ma. Me a ma advocate.
That's right.
The competition be any about could be unless one band prove be a minimum. Legs in that. But also to me see be picture no. Any appearance no.
That's right.
Any deal no crown is a legsy. Oh, say I don't know. It oozes a secretary vibe. Legsy.
Yes.
Oh, say Tidina.
Yes.
A resonating. A year. Oh, legsy.
A year.
And a pretty. And a typing. Oh, minute. Oh, go dinamre. Oh, yes, one give bro, but dia kwapia. Any kiss ni bo su twi when echo. Sebi twi
data obi o change data de enye izo.
Ah, ne aka na ze mi yibanim. Ah, we die. I say we interest na pay ya Lexi.
Wow.
Me hu ne ntem ka me support o. Me to me ke kra dia support campaign. We say esi e boa ma.
Anyway,
na ma ko decision making table.
Universal adult suffrage.
Timim kaki ni kura by say wo nya homa no pe kura go so obi a metimi dia man say on fa nya campaign and on fa nya grants.
Me the car na be ma.
Lexi
me the car na be ma.
Yes.
Be
intimi sra wa tre o ko tre wa deputy secretary.
I see.
Na women organizer no so me ni mo bia.
Ebusiafo no take note.
O en ko ba bia. Victoria Nyako wusu e chan. Beatrice Owusu. And Ophelia Samaba Prempekes.
Yes, Samaba.
Prempekes.
Ono na eye abrantie bi ya no wo eye ohineba. Oware no. Di 3 weeks as say 3 months as say aware ni go no.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Now wono unimo mo hwa hena na eko.
Maybe in Kase we neko, but me hear experience where Samaba no. In fact, our party in Mwache. He was even closer to a former chairman. Maybe because in the background on day. Now I play youth politics in Oswache. I remember back in 2014, he was communicating for the party. Now station behind me also or communicating for the party. I don't have Victoria so. I don't know when she joined, but also woman fine. Beatrice nso onim panifo no bi you know links
Beatrice ko yase mami yo a peace and love.
Yes.
Nzo ko yase na I check it because the Beatrice check it in
ay so nyina no I think say yes
yanko so The next one, the secretary position. And when we free me, I say, love, and then Casa goes on Casa.
Poyando so Casa.
I think that.
Obi ambassador to bomb last minute too.
I think that Francis also been Adamako Kasai. Also be really convincing.
Okay.
Anna Michael Amo, because we know, former MC and
I MC. Achuma Obeja.
Baby. And I think so. Maybe Francois will come with a bit of experience.
Oh yes.
I think so. No, na AB or the baby too. Dog. I think so. Maybe
if you talk of experience, then they bear Makamoku.
Sir.
If you are talking of experience, because Amoku started from
Motofoa.
Yes. No, the rise to Edusa level. No, even at that level, no, as an MC, it was very powerful. Yeah, can't see any two any or party anymore. Amoku. If you are talking of experience, I'm a good Santo and Sunday.
But me see around the interview life because we be a friend idea. I think so. No one call Adamako.
Okay.
I think that this is one of the positioner because I'm for quite underestimate Paul. But I'll share now rules we make and say Paul making in rules.
Yes.
Significant in rules.
Yes. Also Paul said those in the party no relating no party members in relating no. Also in the nature no.
Yeah.
No any can.
Yeah.
So he's liked by so many people.
Yeah.
Francois also the interface with the people. Oh no, Obia. Obet my brain once in a while. Oh bra. Ubana sum cross. Oh fetch me what? Ubana sum no was oh fetch me kafra. Oh.
The human relations.
Yes. As of brain once oh yeah. Or was a krama.
Krama ho Brazil.
Saneka no.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, but it's not bad. You see, anyway. You see, it's not. I'm a man for this whole policy. No, Tio. You are serving people.
Yeah.
Even when you have ego, you cannot bring. I say, I have 1,000 reasons I shouldn't be here.
Okay.
Tio. But my sign contract be some bedroom. One sign contract so be politician.
Yes.
So if you have ego, for two them.
True.
When you meet the delegates, then you must express that. Now the mama the boom.
Yeah, no correct.
And so some mama come no chankra ni any ade.
Yeah, no correct.
Mama be ko ko ni ode ko be the trust one up.
Yeah.
And the far as you come to the office, because when you meet the delegates, wherever you meet, that's your office.
Yes.
You need to ooze that humility to them.
True.
You need to serve them. I gonna pay. And your politicians come that care my mom message. And then see me now one member for you man. Was member kwai best.
Bro, baby, obi to bicycle so. Obama no to bicycle so no.
Ghana penny a flipping. They are rather supposed to say when it is a come on by say for me.
So Francois of
I see it. Nani a bit my journey. Nani can join.
Okay.
Nani ambacho besos on home. So I think that it presents a very interesting dynamic. Yes. Then only a secretary to replace Sampine.
That's right.
Sampine. And it's I think it will be a cliffhanger. I think it will be a cliffhanger. The next one is organizer. And to say let me say Jima. Any other people so DKM. Matete Ebra will contribute pickups or lose Neyere.
Yes.
And
yes.
In
the heat of campaign. No,
lose campaign. Now sometimes I know they be an American semi. And I say James I was very surprised. It was clear campaign.
Okay.
Let nobody. And I was sad and I did a video on the critical analysis on my YouTube and I was expressing that frustration because NPP nyina and when I make us a senior I think and if I know who have no interview no can say the NDC has a way to come together. I know like how they family thing.
Yeah.
But the NPP what's a parliament on issues by a book any say key NDC be away from how the NPP
okay
AC I know like see I think that they cut too deep. So when it comes to the surgical precision to reconcile it's difficult. The cuts are too deep. I went to that. But not all share the testimony of what you went through. Senior. Now, if you know, be a minimum, can I ask my very emotional towards him, BKM. Can I minimum or say pick up? None
aye. Pick up something at Brandon
friends from my music.
Yes. FBBB.
Yes.
Now, it's a pick up on a Brandon.
Yes.
FOB, yes, FOB.
And
pick up Brandon FOB.
Me TikTok no. I am a share car on your money at the end. When I'm an coon. It's him and open me bar oxy one. Frontex on follow politics. And the one thing about me is that me jump it as a minimum.
Yeah.
And then people say chale wo do afulu unless you because me follow e boa me amachina making kind document ni bi ni and I make count to can you came na click brand ni o say ni bi no that be okwaku menza na click here and I think say o hwesa ni o kana or a resourceful. Yes. That's what I see.
Very.
And he's very strategic.
Or a minor. Very resourceful.
Eugene, let me come in here. And good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
DKM, one here, you underestimate him because he's not too popular in Kumasi politics. Sure. Even though the NPP faithfuls, they know him, in the Kumasi, greater Kumasi, you know, a lot of people will not know DKM. True. DKM is within the Monsoon enclave, the mining communities, and you know what happens within these communities. A lot of people are miners, and I understand that he's one of them. So about resources,
very resourceful.
You know, pooling resources for the party. He's able to gather his people. They understand his language. So these people within the mining communities, you know, they gravitate towards their own. In those areas there, DKM is very popular. But over Greater Kumasi now,
I want to challenge you.
Yes, me because of the DKM, no, and am I click because
of the previous.
Yes.
But I know I'm not Dennis Kasai. I agree with Rebecca. I'm a friend around for our fact.
Okay.
Dennis sounded confident, and I was surprised. Until I'm not paying. Me, I thought was a walk in the park for Safo Patrick.
Okay.
Until I'm not paying reading, I'm a now, Dennis A experience, Kakra. Who's a NAPCO or a regional comms officer.
Yes.
Parliamentary candidate, Mampo. Even the Mampo election, the guy was decent. Right?
Okay.
He's shown a bit formidability. Now, the surprising means, oh, come on, I fought because of Amprechum's stature.
Yes.
But some personalities they were huge supporting Dennis Kwakwa, and I was a bit that careful. But I know something say the constituency organizers and I endorse I saw it on TikTok. That's interesting. Now Ralph also the experience coming from the youth organizer position.
Yes.
Very experienced.
Very.
For 2 terms.
Yes.
Now for you to go 2 terms and for them to endorse you also shows that they have a grassroots. Some phrase I'm using for a rap on the Kodu chairmanship, I remind me.
Okay.
And the number. So it seems that all of them connect to the grassroots some way somehow. So I think it will come to 2 things in my view.
Okay.
Resources and strategy.
And it's great.
Because for me, I've always believed that there are 3 things that will win in an election: resources, the money first, and the human. The strategy before message. Okay. I don't believe Ghanaian election message carries anything. I think it's resources.
And who you are aligned to?
Human resources. Resources can be 2.
Yeah.
Financial and human. Who is supporting you? Who is opening doors for you? Because I mean, say I'm a pair or bit to say, I'll call my good friend and he's not a lawyer. Congratulations to Krabia Ashanti. Chief, he will give me the information. I am an access. But what I say, so I think that all of them have experience.
Anyway,
I think it will come to resources. Now the next one here comes officer Keskin, any Isaac Chebube. I'm biased here.
Very. I'm also biased
for all
yes. So
but I know I can say beyond me from personal bias and tonche. And you see the reason I say this is because let's not hide these things. If you are biased, you are biased. Keskin has been long ago. As I can't look any PA, any BBR. But I think that for comms, I think there's a gap. Me view.
Okay.
Keskin has a lot of attributes in my view. Let me explain. He's youthful. He's more exuberant. I'm saying project I know so ideally, in Kadisa could have said like someone like maybe Nana Komia, a comm strategist. Then the young people are beneath doing the job.
Okay.
But also let's not downplay it. Per what I'm told, he also comes with that academic. I probably show it more KST. So he also has the academic side. And this argument is that the NPP has lost the academic side. Okay, Unimark. Marketing me afenema ko kasampa ono ko UCC no na untetenu and the lectures in now openly even we had lectures for Mahama
No, Eugene, not to take you. Okay, yes, my friend, working in school as some graduate. Yeah, school and within 2012 to 2016. Yeah, you notice it. Yeah, KNUST. If you are coming for an election in KNUST and you are attached to 10, amount for 10, automatically people draws away from you. But right now, 10 has become very strong on our campuses.
They are very attractive.
So it should tell you where the politics of this country is going, and the youth have a different idea.
And you see, maybe more 2 years. I say go be yelda baby. Yes, will be him. Hi, my name is Selma Yeda. Say Yeda. The DB or 10 about.
Okay,
I remember.
Yes. Now, as I'm currently discussing,
yes, the lady came here, we spoke to.
We're 10 presidents now. Your program be a operation basso. No, me who be that. When you say girl, social media visibility. And now say, and I'm going to cocaine. Obiasa admitted. Hamid on a Kesman interview here trendy. Listen, he said the same thing. Now Tesco has been reduced to voting block.
Okay.
But resources, visibility is top notch. Even KNUS election follow pan, you see what I'm talking about. So I think that his point is also that I'll bring you that side. They will see that it's one of their own. I can bring them to communicate. I can bring them to bring their expertise. Because sometimes as a party communicator, you are limited. People will listen to you if they contrive views there. Say, now you're NPP communicator and you're can be an NPP. But if it's coming from a pseudo-neutral person, like a lecturer, so I think that it seems Keskin will win, but apparently police surprise anymore.
Okay.
That's my view.
Okay.
But Eugene, there's another dynamics. You know that chairmanship, no? And then
yes.
These
relation
connection.
There are some people.
When I don't want bono.
There are some people drawing alliance to certain people. We know in the last 4 years or so, when Coca came for the first time to contest in this election, Keskin was like his right hand man. Keskin was running the
now he's
for him.
Or in the PA.
Now he's still his PA.
Yes.
I'm kind of customer.
Now, so if Coca should win this election, it would be easier for Keskin
to win,
because people will vote along that line.
Yes.
But if it should go the other way, I will not be surprised.
Yes,
maybe I don't mind John and the Bejana.
Yes. I don't know if Ishak Chebube is aligned to Kukufu's faction, but what I'm saying is that I'm not saying he's aligned. But if Coca wins the election, it may go the way of Keskin. But if it should go the other way,
Keskin may lose.
That's
it. That's it. He spoke for Coca.
Okay.
So he's Coca's person. I mean, it's not in doubt.
So in this election, they are going as a team.
I am a team.
Now the youth organizer, and I'm afraid to. Not to other two the number. We pen a casa here don't batch. Minimum from KNUS as a Tescom president.
It's a classroom.
Oh, okay.
He's my very good friend.
Oh, nice. And I'm also told this gentleman sentence by for or not say a close affiliate. Now I'm a young so sir I say Majiramache. Oh, Majiramache. In fact, and now I be born here must say I near retirement Punjagazo you say so much you for about 35.
Okay.
Say, oh, and I'm a last chance in a man when I could be there. I'm a beauty in Kenya. I must admit, I think it's between these three. The top three. I think so. We move be a winning. I have Branton and follow the campaign years, but almost will be a winning. I don't know if Nanaya has maybe more details than media.
I have not done research into this area, but if you look at the list, what the credibility and his ability,
you are describing two variables. Oh, where your resource for grassroots appeal. When they were doing the road, and I saw long for the BBB, Madame Funefia Barcelona, so invited me to Nadia. And I said, Leo, Love FM, or into event, and also long for BBB or crew from. Never see a yes, I might not do who knows. Oh, I don't know quadras in it. I'm sure they know quadras. I don't know copy. Yes. Kokofudi have known him because of national politics in former MP. To me, all of them, any problem. But I think that the way the leadership is going about this particular petition, it's not nice
at all.
See,
at all.
The BMK say NDC they cut, but NPP cut too deep. It's answer. The reason why I'm here waiting on term is to do what?
So I come boom after elections.
But I'm talking about by 7 months. I'm come from where you sit.
The cost
exactly.
I'm envisaging a very
Okay,
fragmented.
say you are back and we are near but now what say the panel
it will be very difficult to mend some of the broken relationships.
No.
Because some interviews and Nipani be granting and certain words
and
Nipa be the MPP in your party office, then Omoka Semana anything concrete.
No, but see it here. Nana a businessman. Nana a businessman or tonton or render service. You got business is basically rendering a service and you pay for the service you rendered, right? We MPP ni they do the blame. We NDC we dey point for them. Nana ya no or towards MPP. And I'm NDC ni. So me call Nana ya render service on pame. You see, I have the reason why they be because I'm quality politics. They say never be when I listen to it, it just doesn't make sense because you see, even those at the upper level. One Bami and Kennedy Bahamas, look at the Bruma. To be in say a tear, Nana Kufa the Fred Bamia. President Mahama. My friend me 5, man, fa Ugusu Fred. Hey, or fa oh, Mama, me pay 50 beer to Mahama and Piscan. Is that what you want to communicate? Even them at those level, no, they have a certain romance and relationship. Yeah, one phone, I ain't have a and for me, that is why Chairman said should have avoided the interviews. The timing was bad. Because you see, when Wuntumi did what he did, who was Wuntumi going around with? Are you a free? Who was being your Ashanti regional coordinator or this one? Are you a free? So there's already a certain perception.
Yes.
So when your chief of staff grant interviews on those platforms, at that time, you are reinforcing the perception. And I've always said, if you unless you're a neophyte in politics, optics is almost what? Reality.
Yeah, no correct.
In politics, optics is almost reality. So you need to avoid the appearance. It's a baby American. So now I'm catching kokwa. Transparency International will measure corruption reality net will be uncontrolled to for the surface scale than you.
Perception. I think.
Or say corruption perception. You are for do about. We control the for the face scale. It's what people perceive and what people to say me jai obiba be nya truth me nika dey be amanfo ka ti kasati no na dream a ka me time me gina ni view no obi so betimi ehun me why come up so views are there so for you to avoid the appearance of people having those and trend views about you avoid it the be papa ka say me Eugene we no one can like say interview the chairman say anya dey me dey election committee no na chairman. And you see, I'm not saying Chairman Sabo shouldn't speak. I'm speaking. Why can't he? He can speak. But you are what? The chief of staff of what? Now, say Julius Zebra to come and for granting interview. Some opposition are your Julius Zebra fine. But when you represent somebody, everything you say, even your personal commentaries, can be inferred to mean the position of the person you are representing.
Eugene, you just not just someone you are representing, but affiliation, close affiliation. Okay. If you have close affiliation with certain people who have interest, certain interest, okay, somewhere the best any panel.
No correct. No correct. Yeah. But saying here, vigil maybe.
Before the vigil, you see the delegate system now. Okay. Pork barrel politics has always been with us. That's why there's a name for it. Even in Abrochi Krawo.
Okay.
You be a to be crana, you be inducing crophobia. But I believe the Supreme Court of NSA, it will reduce the tendency. It will now reduce
anyway.
Because take for example. I had then a nipa 100,000. 1,000 question them. I could you be a man. No more me free. No more me.
That's right.
But you be so be uncle to be there. At least the frequency say sika ticket you are
not to fridge move.
But you see the national teacher training allowances Mahama the buy you know. Ya nhwe data. Enrollment went up. and a share politics side.
Yeah.
Also, Monto.
Aye.
Near Sunday by.
Aye.
Who said the about a NDC started 2014. Oh, and before if they had the way to fight, can I come on, master? I don't know who but maybe they paid you, so they should find a way around it.
Anyway,
before we go, me change a tier for address last election that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it won't to me call
okay.
Results no.
Coca.
Results no. Coca was able to poll 306 votes.
Yes. Against or something.
Won to me enya 464.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine no and anya kesi be brave. Let's say 150 votes.
Okay.
So if Coca is able to retain this 306 delegates and maybe and then because of Wun to me people still would want to, you know, say Wun to me maybe there for experience sake and able to recall sake, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe a Coca no benya sa age no but you poli bi kan one.
And okay. And then a course sa da no sa elections no. The titi yen say secretary bi course or minute. You see maybe $100 now there. That is what we heard. And
so strategy in term.
But I don't
deploying it.
No, but so to me and Kukufu.
Coca.
No, I'm saying that wouldn't mean Kukufu between them no. Sa secretary no always so the same thing.
But it is believed that nipa bi ana omo boa won to me then no.
Omo na boa
omo na camp. It is perceived that
everyone in from there won to me omo na say won to me na from someone was supposed to
oh yeah you police drinks no.
The thing is that can Kokofu hold that tray as we speak? Two. Now, who's a prof me 2012 election? Sympathy plays a role in politics.
Yeah.
Video no, they no more the share and yakwa. Obi na born bibi insikwa.
And it was not endorsed by the party.
Yes.
Okay.
Say honorable or say Joe say needless. He's a colossus in Ashanti politics. Bibi insikwa.
Okay.
It's no sympathy can play a role. But you see, Odeno has been 20 years. Kokofu has been MP. So they all have a certain strategy, and when they come to
party chairman
for
MP.
For MP. And so was some no grassroots for me.
Say no musi hu no bra no MP, bra no party chairman. Say no musi hu no. And also play a role.
Yes, exactly.
But so it's limited to Bantama.
Yeah. So
no. It is not limited to Bantama at all. Kokofu, he's been a communicator for the party for so many years. The
dynamics will be that for me, Kokofuni Kokan, it will be the dynamics of who the top ones against resources.
Okay.
Yanko. Main friend free.
Also, open
President Mahama ho. Na mencha papa no. Na menkanche ni se mo akwapa no kwafo. Wadi kakra mu no kre. Menu nyina be dia dance se President Mahama ba ben mu afe ko ne bosom nwotwe ani na papa na ya ade bi a oyebi in 2014 wasan ye biem but ase ye nyina ya adwen sheda nye de enko so okay papa be friend Dr. Seidu Dana
yeah
Minister for Chieftaincy
and religious affairs
na sebe nani efra kakra se sisi a NY National Youth Authority openya oye deputy CEO ne friend Jacob Adongo Atule. Jacob Adongo Atule is blind.
Wow.
Na eno ya ade bia
visually impaired.
Yes, he's visually impaired. Na ya ade President Mahama ya de baako Hassan ye ni mienu ama man who say papa no was special love for service.
Consistent.
Or consistent. E we no mo sebe omodi dem ho. E ade a be say about President Mahama abaso because encouragement say obi sebe ne hododo no na ohu se opanyi ye di dibreke sisi ama opanyi bi antisa onu suku a obenya gidie se se me kra no me hu kusuku eni daso e wo ho e ade a President Mahama ye wo se de ye bonaba so unsisi sensu disables no omo 4 years ni nyina e ni free water share tisese no yes sebe oba bia dodo a mema wa bemummu men free se won susu ntimi nya hwe NDC ni John Dramani Mahama de ni daso abrel school be a person could be, especially at the tertiary level. Obetimi akono de wa could free. Tiencha President Mahama.
That's right. That's right.
Yenra video ni wana.
Yenko.
Madam President Mahama. Minagabi ayi.
What by the NSA?
Nti yebacha na ya sanso ya bo disabled for na baso. UCCC over 52,000 Ghanaians. And so now the no fee stress policy. See a share boss say you no more beko polytechnic, you no more beko mainstream university, you no more beko nursing training, no more beko teacher training. We see a share boss, see a bar more first year school fees they be 3 amount.
Yeah.
Nyanko pandom over 52,000 Ghanaians. And so I de henya so faso. And now okay, your policy na a share boss say assemblyman for omaye adwuma che. Aban bia ni hono mo awaba watu omokada. Sisi amenoka say over 9,090 assembly members I ukrumanum yedoma de to allowances so abosumi bia so assembly members here the edge of market. It is a step in the right direction. Ade ba kwa na kum businesses pa ukruma interest rates obi koje bosia ensihu ana esihu na it was hovering around 30%. Sisi amenoka say nyankopon ya dom. It is approximately 15 to 18%. The chairman says me kokoje 10,000 cedis 100 million and I'm say 30% into metria wins in say 30 million.
Okay.
And now 15% in the metria 1,500 cedis. It's a idea at the papa abayin so yeah the and okay domestic debt exchange program and conform do musika ko jaba NPP abayin kaso ntimintua no nyame ya do most of them will be answer the akanisika ade ba kwa ekuyaman a legacy project. Saban Bishop project be a we bar on to us.
Yeah.
Intinia Minia Gabi School Mo Ken University. Yin or Noana by President Kofona Beshe Ken University Medical Center. And a President Mahama by a bet to us or the Jamo Mufing Che Ken University Medical Center. But I'm happy to announce to you, Sarah to force in a trap 400 million cities. As a CIA Menoka say, Udu Ken University on more.
Jumel Koso.
Our year, Juman. And yan non for Krum agenda 111 so contractor on our head or more office complex, MC office complex are no more and also abandoned and then also contractor or you can let your Isha FM a very big platform. Meet me metnasun the ancient to bet me I go minu abetima gogo na munyina ma dem cross check we nyina ye nyoma ban na ye idea ni da so e the airbrake Ghana for so when we so am interchange omo be share ye bo since 2022 be sinne omuntimi nye de enwie NDC ne John Dramani Mahama October ya o si phase 2 no wo wie no akọ phase 3 so said e be overhead ne ade ni nyina so be de e beba santasi to ahodwo kwan no so nyakopon ya de ha adom na me de kra wa ban we ho ne say ho mi kru madu so here was deputy minister for roads. Here redu me. Okoy me be deputy minister for finance. Here John Kuma Nyankopon fa ne kransi. Here John Kuma motena ho ye hwe han ma adwo so onwe kwan da ho. Obia nsiso na me no kase Kofi Job and NDC atiesi kwan so omutwa ne kama ntuma makọ abade a na me for opportunity
onye so no
na me dia dawase for the opportunity giving me
okay me magabi so akwa be say wo so onye so no dia na magabi so gabi me akwa ba
me na penny me jo so pa
it is saying
nyame adom
good
obadi adoroma me no yes there the way in normal and fun say Bruni because it's a template into the bia no nche ano de ono add the question but no wa solve ya man no ade ba kwa mema menua justice ne ndisa manwoko no ene me menua regional minister mo ne omu nyina ate ase ne say wotum futu agu Ghana fo ani na ade ba kwa ama ase omu enunu omu ho sere ne say ode ase ojetum menteme ho ase me nsa bi we aka me kakra bi ewo yemu a ama yen Developmental no ya ho de ho dwo kakra ennei de nti aye hyehye nyina ne say NDC no na 2 minutes na say the menu can interest rates on the bia sa obema that way arithmetic way the person me man nti ase ne say some microeconomic indicators na obodin it is not reflective in the life of the Ghanaian people eniema bone because these are indicators so okay exchange rate name inflation say been producer yesu ehunu mu no say inflation me penso na inflation that 21 na then the uncle to me digger to the oh mammy or you ready in Debia or kind of the one cousin mammy or a user market or tokusha. Kusa mammy says, Satan your tongue baby. Any inflation a bar single digit dear more the bomb was and my boy say good prices of goods and services are not correlating to these macro indicators. And never know say I buy way now talk good. Me who say a tosika abokada. Omo be twa ndro say nyanokre. I have taken notice to look at the IMF report. In your opinion, ya boka $1 million plus $1 billion plus on gold. Ya boka. Bank of Ghana pre-finance gold board activities. What regret the governor bedu na numu in their own media budget review. Mayanko. Ade ba ko enema mabunu DNDs amanyo konechi boss de hehe. E wo a certain 24-hour economy. A certain job creation for the young people. When you're paying hey, a mabunu nansane na rawo NBC ma mere hopa. In fact, I got the opportunity to be in the same space with the National Youth Authority CEO, Hassan Ayaraga Esquire, and I told him in his face, "Seminia, we are young people. Yeah, mabunu now there's a sabe based on the provision of Article 71. And now we are CEO. Ubenya do de bi asabe obobuno wo mfie kro wo more qualification esne wo onya. It is a sabe ye gina sensitive platforms so. Ya nwene Ghana for hu bebre. Say the maka say nei medenya mi ase say odobi eni ahodi bi pege wa MPP amanyo. E no na Ghana for twen anymore. Say e beke kan wo bom na odo na ba because the nko future ban so ye de menia. Hassan Ayaraga the CEO of Youth Authority. Wanya platform bi a monkura ni agro. Say National Youth Day celebration. Ya diaba Ghana West ya. Ye nyina ye di mabunu da. Research say over 2.1 million young people to Chrome or own Dumanyan. A honor no dinner station a clock it. You say, hey, Papa, do you read the room at all? Eh? Ura on one and from an abo Mabuno, so who continue Katanga Kuta podcast. What promise say these young people? Yeah, but I didn't come most of my world metric Monday. Bube creative 800,000 jobs. Media review, nothing of that sort was mentioned. A day 24-hour economy. Make Tana catch him is a shadow policy into me because it has to hinge on other policies. But it has to hinge on other policies. And they are say, Obu say ampa, it is industrial driven and intiminian, and the 24-hour market. Now your bubu school dying, Nkurato, now call our Western region Patamua. Market, yes, who among for create buzos that work from CAC for fracture 24-hour economy. Now better. Then them day young couple say, and nay, she say, na and then from my abo afa NPP no ho from nansane na nadwo a ye wo from say be oh and then yamede or JB bebre party origin enti na ye dey nyankopon na ze ma obi ankwa ho na meti hey mentimi kan jro ze me ni interest na mum matena ha simpio ze party ni de me di nkomo ne say party ni yeah and then minim say de di kan ye nyankopon be di nkunuma ma NPP okay ene obi ene delegate be bia no ye nyina ye de odo nyina enne no ye ni we biem we ye we ni pa biem ne nyina be ka pempa assembly ho abra yesu be soa no abobo from zen nei be bia ne mebo din obe pagya keskensa say the next Ashanti regional communication officer obe pagya wona waka ni nyina nsa no e me de me as a communicator okay. That is mine sure. I and then so the message come him say enne no the captain of the side or the no so the enne no so we pagya ne sa oh and then sign no pa and then Saturday yeah and then about 7:57 ebebo no me ensan ekone de chairman koka na me san tu ye for say abato yi mu aye koye ni mu za na ye hihye ya ma hu ne say ne ma bi na obi makeka nsan bi me so say ebeba san ko ni ntimi de beto na me duru ametimu mate ene justice mate also response no mate me so pa me hu so asa che ye na ba na
kanu tu
o man ba yi me so me ni ane de ne che health insurance ni de abanso na wan ka de abanso na wan ya me ya bra mo pa so ya
and he wants to draw my attention.
I don't just say
yeah, one. Or see a good board aboka.
The own IMF report.
No, we have the Auditor General. Auditor General now Kromano or no vetting. Into uti wadwuma hey wo supervisor or your financial
IMF report
there we are I was sell edit amount. Listen to what the Auditor General is saying. We a story publishing 29 February 2026. We a Joy Online for the say. Or say gold board revenue jumps from 307 million cedis to 970.8 million as expenditure falls to 109.4 in 2025 audited report. Now, Mami Krevio indulgence, just the first paragraph. Or said the Ghana Gold Board has recorded a strong financial performance in its 2025 audited accounts, posting a sharp rise in revenue alongside a reduction in expenditure despite an expanded operational mandate. Into the Auditor General of Ghana. Enyina bebia nka da se Ghana Gold Board the aboka do betina na wo the figure show botuma. That is not the fact. Into mpacho mamento as or say prices of goods. Go to IMF. Or say inflation. Or say inflation. Me say NPP for say ka say inflation. It doesn't mean say ya beti bibi so. The chene say sign and nyama ne tumufa. Ye NDC for ye ba bemu no na petrol 14.7. See, no say petrol ne boy say. It is still 14.7. That is what we say. Inflation is good. Yeah, ba bemuno. Senke neya ba bemu nanka. Petrol na ko nenim bebre. And our prices of goods. Enyan ko fu ekra na beka chese. Enyan mo anwa so tete, emo so tete, cement so tete, iron rod so tete. Enyan me na meti studio anom na meka. Enti se wo betna ha na niema so visible au be anim wo be painting picture say nya sanity. The ordinary Ghanaian result is listening to you ntia no de yem fan to nchen na yemura chairman nsem nim. You see my mention NPP for but enra vigil no me no cost 90 down because unse wa na wa me no na video si bi wa e bi se e twego no e bi finfa mo ne bi basu mu e bi se but on a more serious note, I want to congratulate Chairman to me.
Okay.
Me feel say Chairman to me has been a perfect statesman. We say Chairman to me had an opportunity say and konu so betime aduane afri kroma. Say to abani wi no na omolusu sa brand mu 2nd January to 4th January e wona ken oforiata ebu ban no enti nanka wontumi so betime ade aduane but we anwane and watena krom ha na wa go through all the process. Enti on that tangent me feel say wontumi has been a statesman.
All right.
Say the lawyers ne argue in court. These are one of the reasons I believe that they should draw the court's attention to.
Okay.
Because enra se unipa ekugu hono. Wontumi obi ananko betimi mobilize sankrofo we wa brempa or court no to disturb some processes. Bimpo anka entimi enya hwe but anko mind besa ankrofo be prepare amanfo the we will have to say just yes the police and all mind security ekoko stop sankrofo ni nyina on that tangent. I believe that Chairman to me has been a statesman.
Okay.
And I won't say even on them he is still going through another criminal charges.
Yeah.
We saw on the Exim Bank, then he plea bargain cry, Attorney General, so I were boy.
Sure.
Until on that tangent, I believe that Chairman to me has been a statesman. We can trust him. And I also cry now some the Okope Bibia Bedi. And me bear then the idea sika jam. The Omayan Kasakrade is a man as finance minister. How obey the longest serving finance minister. He drew me a vision to be back on Taoe. Only Kroma. So I believe that such a man to me, even though ya for my sika mano, ya for bibia mano, or no one a koji license, and a well who point over first or conduct ne home, and our dear license Nikodi Bonne and Wakunyasem. I believe that Chairman to me has gone through the process. He has been a good statesman. The lawyers argue on the appeal, and I believe that the court can consider him because they said the name catcher. You two abani we na na kubiti me fum.
Okay.
Hakwa kotina baby. Okoshe so it will be difficult to extradite him because said they all can ukuteska. It is kotina America. No, the bear $10 million. Cause American economy more. A very difficult America for Bijana Magana for, but he didn't do that. Watinem and Ghana, then a court and a court dinner center. I believe that is a fine thing that to me has done. But you see, NPP has Omono Rollins, Rollins, may so rest in peace. So can't say because NPP they keep changing. said the Omatia na
was a chameleon.
How much a chameleon or what that down to my and your mom and Enrano and one and on bay, but on sign in a different way. NPP ne party a worth dying for. Omoniama or my yeno consistently, a dear dancer said, who cramp my NPP and maybe drew on the US in China. Then Remiti, one of their senior most MPs, Heroes HM and Sabuns, or chair choir, Iraq for far so orchestrate and my era chairman FF Anto, a Babaye, the regional chairman. Sabreno crampo no more Kenya or non ananka also bow, but or more sharp President forcing me win and me pay. Inti nkrofo asabre no ma sacrifice do musika do ma hoden haye ni nyina ye yomusi nchen ne ekofa chairman Anto buy all because ono na ye yira akofo a
favorite
good and the didi mu bedru yira akufado so ba no ne yira untumi ne Dr. Osei Prempeh, former deputy attorney general, very experienced politician. And now one, according to Osei Mensah, say one big man from the Ashanti region. He saw chairman to me said the coach Yere Kufado. He saw no support no. And the ma attention free Dr. Osei Prempeh for getting his experience. And no ko fa chairman to me no the buy. Sa move na bi na san ba bi no. And no papa ne san jitu mu say list na you see rounds and no cry me wa or see the only thing he said was that we dey Dr. Baumiana na the list na by name chairman for no and the list na kokoma Dr. Baumia into ma chro nkrofo mu pe omu din and no dey akose doctor we mu na e pe omu inti sisi utira anko yiyi na se wa anko kan list na ho irrespective of how our some NPP party no e be US in chain. And on na ya na me dwene hu dia na gabi mu se no omho ye me mobo na ye me yama omo because you see she time agabi dia betena or some party nti gabi be ye adwuma ye du baby ye nye ni papa na friend kuka no me I don't know him but be kan okra ye wo fi da dem o da bia me ne personal assistant e me sha o boy ye adwuma or region mu a yira kokofu free region mu kotena nkran. When was the last time I was in Kama? But ya kamia I say all the big wigs in the region all of a sudden ababi jina Dr. Kukufuechi and no more ya saline kukan, which I think that a dear Hosem na a discouragement and an indictment for the party because so chinabi obi kunu wa ye adwuma ma party no onye no papa na ye adwuma ye mu bi enim no ye nhia ne da but ukọ radio so anopa awia enwumre ekwan even presenters ye mo wo baby mo de mo ni obi afa no o si bo papa ne din na chese ni yemu ye ene enye se ni yemu ye se o ye de akọ heaven onye sofo so no onye sofo ye wo sofo bi se ni yemu ye be se papa de yemu ye o no de nyame nipa ono de o politician sir. Enti politician de emrebi sei na mo be hye na nimonyam na obi tie kira wakase NPP is a party worth dying for. But the omu ye de wan hwe yi a ensem na metifri sa senior MP na no wan hwe bedru anwume no mayi chairman kuka to fam. I'm telling you because utie signals na ekono na wo contest ni esi the whole flag bearer esi ono ni list ni we mu no pe na utira nkoye na udi ni sa list ni ma. What is the probability that you will survive? Anything na ne can top bottom approach ni chiro mu no say dan bia ni ho no mo a we see free suru the ba for mo be yi. And so we are telling them right from the scratch say sa system no mo ye no who's a chairman mosquito catch mo say se mudi kan ko yi flag bearer ni wi a obi a obeba fom bia be ka se me nam enti sa unya kokoye sa pena sisi ekoto aba ni wi omo anya nyina adwen ye omo say na uni afa, you understand? And as I say, party needs to be a very, very critical stage. Out of the 16 regions, no, unim say there were 9 regions, and people only 5 seats. There were 4 of the regions, and people need seat back. Upper East, Upper West, Volta, and Oti region, only 1 seat crowd. There were 5 of the regions, and so we see here 1. So Greater Accra, out of the 33 seats, no, MCA were 28, or 5. So oko Eastern region po almost stronghold now out of 33 seats no almost 23 or 10. Enti out of the 16 regions no out of the 16 regions no you win 13 almost win only 3. I just said they have a serious problem in their party. Na sebe omubo to omubo no ma analyzing yama no ma bro mo ase no mo de no kredi aye party no omo san say we ne epe enu bi na si wo mikrom adwoso no so be kan say dwoso obro mo si MP omo si ato aba na homache besinne sa de ne ya kam da omo party ni so adwoso ama nkrofo bebre edi awa besinne omo person be san aba back to the NPP and no no gusu a omo ye ni as I said omo no omo nsua de and omo ye nkrofo a omo skin no ma ye omo si ebe ya ade ni say utra nkoye no anko fall a ohwacho. See, what I will say is that I wish them well, but as I'm wishing them well, at the end of the day, the ordinary Ghanaian obehwe na sitinem no de ato aba ye okruma no number be share bosembe interchange maku nu. At the end of the day, mukoyi mo chairman ni wie no oba nto a NDC for ye baby san say interchange 5 na santima mo share bono sen na maye no ma bi say NDC say mo so sen na maye ne do makoso ame nya cho mo se nyankopon aya adom ya ye no feko wa san fa so full line so se du so full line so en contractors wo anwane enema ye de be ye ho adwuma nyina agu ho ye dru kumase ha no ma ne do mo ko Konfanochi teaching hospital ne akotcho mo se catheterization laboratory for the first time in the history of the southern part of Ghana over 70 years ne bi mi hanom no John Mahama sibi o Konfanochi ye ko ho no ma ne de akwa mo ye dru University ho ne acho mo se hospital na mu jaisi ho ne ye wie ye ko se wie a ne aka acho mo se Sewia hospital ne ye wie ye ko afari ane aka acho mo sa afari na ye de mamo na ma anya ne ye wie ye ko across the Ashanti region ane acho mo say ye see a 24-hour economy market hot here bo market ni edimbone say de misha nam ka chense wo ye mo ay ma me mo ton ne ma wodwom ne die ye ni giage wo market no ho no se wudu mi kromu jusu sisie ya fa jusu sisie ne ko resa manfo gina sebe ya ne ho ene eton ade court ni na sebe ya nini na ma me 40 hodibia na sa aban bi aba no de wanyeska no so de bi sibia wayi me ma me ante amache mafiri ateche awie ni nsuom no anya baabi papa de na kotena ama na dibia we studio hanom senye carpenter ni no otigwoso no a waye adwuma ya onya binya ne nyame ya adom a yesi 24-hour economy market e won the district hanase won impesu aso MCE be fan adwuma no anya carpenter adwuma ni bia ye no o se 24-hour economy market nenye Messi ni no a otimi kromu dwoso na ono watena wa onya adwuma nye ne nyame adom ye be si 24-hour market nti obenya bia ye no o se enye Montana ona munye nye ye de ahware na ebre Ghana continental produce.
Yes, justice. Okay, Mate. Na Odo says
munya bibia
me rena ho. Onze se be me nua de mihia no osuamra. Enti se mihia na de bia metu no fo ze odi nkomo na as a student of law na ze obi a wo nyantete wo mra mu no one thing I fundamental wo emram dear friend is a due processes. Meeting some menun through be everyone on a Mabira party in common. Okasha say, Yera Ken, ye papa went to me a statesman, cause watna, ama sebe, amam rise ujin wajina, a womusa. I know my hun say a pamano kwa dim raso. No what's a gun am rana say, not on from Yedinim. Afei or say papa Ken abu bain. Better than mammy and who say. Abra ye fra ben moi who be here say. Yen shishanin se move back whom you no be quite or fast so de sika a bobra or man home brass or be an old sika Samson. One funny pen to or trocrata. That is why I'm telling you, as a student of law, one of the key things that are fundamental to the law and net practice and net course, a due process. That is why even if you file a writ, now yet to be thrown away. nti onsua sa de nzemra ontimi metena simpie so mka bibia tra for political expediency. As a student of law, you cannot be like your other communicators. The authorization to leave Ghana to me a man say you betime I say oh me hu to do me pese me kohwem me hu ana ye man kwan say ne ko ewom say nsem wagina ugina brane nsem wesi wanim awo court nanso kokosa ho yare it is obi betena no en obu ban created the impression say on one a final entro no credit and sabe makachro justice you cannot be like the other ones afia asema wo kan bedi no ho ya onso obaya just order ne de buy because we topic is a good boss so there is a narrative that be no a be share be no ni nyina ne say na inflation and also cause be so and at the end I'm telling you say this economy now all run now inflation as no and it's unfortunate that what here now I've the one than inflation Twitter that's the sort of math and I've read the church inflation and no crane you know say if you pick the IMF report and they wo bu IMF animtia was said bunu the sector minister finance minister part to force animtia every say it is on record that is the government yes it's the IMF last 2 months abayin sa de nsa ko share what we call PCI policy coordination instrument what unim de ekere say IMF me ato force ni NDC aban ye dwa ye num kire Ghana for say ye nim kasem hyehyɛ ye ne ntoto ye ntimi ye firi mu gya ye ho a ye sa betete asante ne bomachi dom eni de man ye hu ne say ko IMF akɔgye extended credit facility a de nti de sobo ne tabono to so kyerɛkyerɛw baabi a wo bɛfa emfa adwuma emfa ne nyina ne say ne sika wo nti so obo ma wo hyehyɛ ozika asam tabe obetima nya ne sika na sika no kɔhye a eni am no gaza ya gye a last tranche of $371 million e dia be share economy mu sa adwuma die ne NPP boko IMF ne sa mfa so de na ba e de gina but the point is that essence mamu e continuous ntino wo follow na wa dwene mu obie mu a obo hu de e kan kosi ni nyina ne se yakoji sky buy se na so obo bi da so bi na obi antimi anye amfa adwuma mienu bi a enen so du fa so papa ba masika bebira be shem enen a wayi hu afirim na se nka wo de wo ho na wutimi fa mabunu dwuma wutimi o 24-hour economy no ye ma ye hu na hwi ni ho anti enen minim se ye be kwa kodu 2028 Ghana for be buza se 24-hour economy na wen enti eni wonti no yen se da mubu school dan nti si mak edwa bodwo na yen twere mu 24 market na ye motiri ye mo hia me that is what you guys are doing. Because every previous market si one nipa kom ko didwa na obubu oguza obesi for fracture 24 hour. I'm telling you, mamenka be Benjamin Wenze in engineering or in any jurisprudence or jurisdiction or any way of life. Adia ba akwa wo project bia the first go to thing feasibility. Say duma de na me be di no. Ni etesen e be tima ye akade ne de en. Ko bu so mo say 24 hour economy no. Na ne feasibility yesen nti ebia esanse o muntimi nya tangible things enfa nyina ho man yenko ye bibiara de mo ye no afia asem o ka hye me a me wura party nsem na me say ma menua no nani mani anye no ho no pay because I don't know menua no so ye say ni pay no pay better ne menua prempeshia but no pay o say NPP is not worth dying for menua amanyoko ne Ghana di ni yezi na amanyoko bia in a democratic dispensation amanyoku a or the friend no say social intervention policies amagana manye ne akura te ne di bo ne ni onim say amanyoku bi ho president go for free SHS school feeding programs akese FQ and it's ade ni na free health insurance akufo ado free SHS kese niam akese a Ghana for mabunu dia so fa so ni nyina menua penya pratum people amanyoku ne de buy amanyoku a dwene teacher for brano and the ko say the year 2025 teacher is ben omo fa no ko ye adwuma no mo ye sen ye camp amanyoku a odwene Ghana ho enne nyame ama ye akonya say yen hyehya ye hyehya what you say is not what that I am for me see who amanyoku a enne pimpim ekosuapo mabunu kosuapo so mo ko dentete a na impo amanyoku student groups e wo ho no ko busa say team for those so ne test ko na won kan kire me go to KNUST and check the numbers. Same pokra test say for no more. So was a yakono. Nti ade na seven kro mu adwunumu sign o madwunumu abobe. Omunya tete omukọ omunyina do omukọdom. Me my days on KNUST. Between 2013, 16, 17, honomu baby no. Go and ask them. Senator meeting to say. It is uncommon. As some organizer for your mind, on the Makacho Seminia, don't come to platforms like this and this being mere rhetorics. And after Yamujayan, this is too simplistic. After ye free one, it was about 95% operational. You approve it. I have met use on several platforms. I don't know what the boss one. It is over time, men this angle monibium, and I'm Lamamica some job. Seven previous. Madika can't any menu feasibility. She. Me kro mas antemampo also unchifri ho aye kro me ne wonu akokwa nyina. I'm telling you. Ye edwadie no principal dey di dwa omampo ye okuada. All the surrounding principal settlements no. Obia woda odi ni dwa. Enti okuada e kwa antemampo a. Ya wada na ekosuta. Efiada na ekokofiase, edwada na ekoadwa. So these market women are always in circles. Ye ntena faako. Enti sa 24 hour kono mo na ebetena ho. Na nantwina me yokoto nantwina 12 am. Sem de beden. Be koto supaku. Any amane 12 be de beden. You see, these are under me busa of the feasibility of these. And my catch say emu hunu mu ni the political gimmick. And I say, the enfana that mamuni say, yakoka 24 hour economy ho asema. En crime say priority. Meaning 24 hour na priority. I didn't na make asa. Ofa o mo budget. 24-hour economy was allocated 110 million cedis. Adia ye flagship program no na maburu benya aduma ye no 10 million 110 million. Sabe program sabe mpreduasa efata but mpanifo ye di hi anza na ye de efata. Yesi enkototo sabe sanitary pad mabunu empepa wo mo maya. Eno ye di 292 million cedis and akoshewo. Nti e kirewo aban no bebia ne priorities da. Enti na se me ka kyem nyanza obetene simpie so a. San komo no mu oni. Na de ama onanya gogodu di nkomo no nyina nse. Ohun ne se party no bebia ginaye no Ghana for ehwe no sne omo governance. Nenei aye dia hoden hihye. Mo beti Ghana for feedback. Ye ko party nse munum. Many kan nema menu bia is what clarifying. NPP amanyoko no honhoma wotimu no osoma emre no dura oyi opie ema yesomo eneme no ka say nanka member say me call into the specific conversation in respect to any aspirant, but for the purpose of the justice kind to some extent I agree. So some of the utterances they free papa panyina yebunu oye papa I said the work can nenye because say panyini en kasasa baby aya bedui. Ne mo adeba kwa metima share justice bo. Se bebo no sia empa mu na electoral commission be declare results no. Ode no nkoka will be the next regional chairman of the NPP in the Ashanti region. The entire justice is uncomfortable ning na nze. Me regional minister and a man needing commander wodi no.
Sir.
All because the NDC has done SWOT analysis on this candidate. Omo no one of us wo ojira ni nyina mu chairman for no anu mo hu ni say papa kufu emu emre na sebe bebia wo free na oba no say odinko bi say wo free mantem no mu ache ena afei no na hu ni say won sansan ni nti wo lose connection enti say o kaso no no fa osobo ne mra ebeche na emum papa ko ka ne de woni o matena sai free say mpo kwa aba last 4 years awanya no woni party for dinie. It is only ba ebe ma pressure ba omo so ama omo ne ma omo sese omo benya bibre wa Ashanti region no any seat no munya bi kan ho na ye be mo makọ 0 seat no ebe ma sa ade na bam enti ene ne omo ko sankan mu nanka esi ahene fo ne etu ahene fo akoma sore nanka omo koto fa ba bi be na me justice nsusu ya ambam ebe bom no nsia no bom ba bi asa bi nsusan ode body ho ebe kwa koto chema ode no ho ebe ba ade ba kwa amasa hu ewa about him say enne osubu biaba enra me free electoral grounds paper assembly hall very late very late nti kwa na me late kakra e was studio ba na me ba o hwe the various aspirants na omo ba na wona okobia no obetima ya amana yeye nanso obi mu betima ya pa ode no betima ya pa ofa wona ope chairman na ohwe omom ho na dibre enem emuduro no nyina wo enefa mabunu so afo na ne mabunu ya domboache bo dompem ne wona wakeka nti sa de yo nyina no na de ayemhyehyɛ bia to NDC amanyoko no so no mze party na gu enya hoden sori to wo hwa brane te se Dr. Kesken yebenya doctor aba be di comes ani ma hyehyɛ na fofora eni sebe obi atrasa ntimi metena simpiesu enim komo engega nzema enim emfa ma party no se wo communicate ama party sa hyehyɛ ni nyina no ekoso na eni na mesasre say ye komuna no sebe internal elections are not war zones but it is war state in Zeminia mpani ya mtwe manko fo bi ntina kromo antu futuru nwamanfo ani sebe ye ma wona owo NDC route won chifri NDC oma transmogrify anaze oma undergo a metamorphosis overnight me kire party nase dabi ye mu bi no so na justice gaze brama bra ne so ma so e bia bra me ye say me no I am a very conservative person because the party itself is conservative enti yam twema nkofo bi nkotena ba bibia ya hyehye say ho de won say ho no omo do mo pe because I omo nko anu madi nkomo bia so me kan wo de meka so justice make wo de meka omo kotena odi nkomo bia sara enti omo ka biara sara yesre da bi o abranje bia odi animu ke kan nsem anim fast parents ho omo ayo omo list na papa we ayensem o yahuru kasem tra sebe wo 2016 Ujumadi na udi nenza oye liaison officer ma the then candidate John Dramani Mahama. Eti se wo ba be dane osona ye besere o ye mu bi ntena se nhwe wo han ma wo no when this moja na wo mu ne ntia keka ho opese wo sankan party ene delegate for hu to ama de o se fata odi ni bedi ntia na de di kan se bedi kan ka joro se party ni bedi nkonim ene bebo no nan ko no num ni no nsia mu no prempa assembly ho NPP bedi nkonim edikan odi no ho and there will be redemption in the region. One of my show na ya mammo so masankan no nyina nenne ode no hunti akwan bia ma ayese yesu mo ge so asase so na ntemadan mo te enne ode no ngu nimdie ntemadan beti na be enne ye pegya chairman ko kansa kosoro zei ebe ye nse that corporate veil no menua ebeti say ta ama fa hudi aba ma justice nyanko godro metra me pegya ma mekeka awurukasa mu kan kyere me meze me party Justice, what bring me? I don't pay what bring me. I feel the message say a call about one say, a lady names a BB to miss, and go free plan, start planning in your best way, and copy baby, and cotton my. Now the message chairman, I just say, so be sure. Also, be fat chairman. No, catch chairman say, and I ye Jack West Hospital, my boy. And see, and now my baby chairman, Meshe. Justice, Miss Rowe, my cat was a woman. Se mishawa membe se me ye oze wo ye everyday for na bi because wo suamra eno kra ma mo yedu justice governance is in continuum aban eni o man kekere no eye ntoato so obi besi fapem na obi ato aso yaze yenka jijajija yenka jijajija in the history of this country say if mo PNDC janta mo na mu beda ni NDC you have been on the seat of government for the longest period in the history of this country, more than anybody. You can't want to watch projects what I want for one sanka. More projects. It's not baby in the history of this country. Me do call if you invited Kuma hospital you left it. More say by a better so. And yeah, they say they turn out your fund because service have been million pay. So could you about school fees now better in sheriff and so meet your school fees. What are you doing? It's your responsibility. And you are buying a son say you get twice in me ye drew baby. What about the twice what? San ye check of mine. And to the debia because of a man or some I did the moment. Baby, I am an NDC. Baby, I am an NDC. It did not make a cousin say, chairman grown up with coach and nature modern cook a dear, and only mamma or some pa, only mkabumpa, or dropa, into me, Sergeant NDC. Now, the subtly, ye piante say, we are cooking in the air or mad the almost row, Chairman Tim na and NPP. Delegates be you original and no who ain't no more cast answer me. Ain't an idea and a bayer as okay a bay and kabum a bay or dog sebe ya hoɔden a megye tom mentena wo simpie so nyɛ mɛma sɛ mopagya ma bɛte sɛ ya hoɔden a na ɛwɔ hɔ 2000 2004 2008 2012 2016 saa hoɔden na ɛda so kuta yɛ na nka mabrɛ nyame na megye tom sɛ ɛnɛ saa nsakraeɛ ne sankan mu a ɛbɛba na the birth of the new leadership in the region ɛbɛyɛ mfa sɛ a day of redemption for the party in the region a ɔde no ho koka AD animu no ɛbɛma saa ɔhyew na bɔ ɔdɔ bɛba 2028 yɛnyankopɔn bɛyɛ nyankopɔn ma NPP amanyɔko
great
aba me we are creating impression bi ɔsɛ me lawyer ni na Keno Furiata na but ono so your lawyer ni
manka sɛ wo yɛ lawyer
ono so your law student the basic principle about law is that when you speak you give a legal authority or you quote something ontina bobo trimu keka nyama any dance so first of all
that be my correct one now so
in fact please stop no kasana me wa
we no for the purpose of education because one of can law
let me talk
yes as Mr.
kasana me wa
Mr. we dey me tie free no
then I will tell you
sebe enyina ba bia nkanda say it's a basic rule.
It's a basic rule in law that when you quote something, when you say something, you quote your source or you quote your legal authority. You
see, it is not legal
so
authority.
Keep quiet and let me speak.
It's evidence.
Okay.
And the evidence can emanate from a legal authority. So let them make correct. So the point you have to quote with evidence. So the evidence can be a legal document.
Did he show you any evidence?
So a legal authority.
So let me state my point.
You are not in the mood.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, what are you talking
about? Kasa me studio edi. Me say we a lawyer. Kasa, you quote and you cite documents. This is Keno Furiata. Let me educate him properly. Keno Furiata did not officially write to anybody that is traveling because he had not been arrested. Or no, not OSP investigating no. And not throw letter because he ain't arresting into a farm. So the point I was establishing is that he left during his government's era. Free Ghana time at NPP war 2nd to 4th January. That was when the man left this country. So get this basic properly. Obi ayachi no o face trial no. Ono no akọ baby sa obetro krata de akọ. Na obi ono afi na investigating na aban wo. Na 2nd to 4th January we free Krodimako osede. Please get this basic law right. And if you are speaking as a student of law, you must quote legal authorities or cite legal case laws.
Let's say Ghana 2024.
2025. January.
When the
2nd to 4th January, according to the OSP, according to the office of the special prosecutor. And I will say IMF. Say policy coordination. The change na say NDC abayane buy no. Na mo IMF. Ye buy no. Ye beto IMF ni sun ye wiye. Instead they say ye besan kwaji extended credit facility and I say ye besan ji sika foforo no ye si mpe sika biem na mmom ye bie ye books nim ne ne IMF ni nyina run on mine na de abom. So the difference here is that momo koye no mokoye lala sulala moko ji sika free IMF or NDC de ye nji sika na mmom we are only opening our books to let them know say any B ni C ni D and yeah. Now, also government is a continuous process. Yes, it's a continuous process. It's now me no can say over 13,500 nurses. Patcho Sobekaya last of last year, Omukoye Reminta Kando, Echo demonstrating maybe Bruni Niana nurses for ni bida form. I'm happy to announce to you. Say now me no can say their freedom masan a kebab. O my kebab pa ne adie barbecue e de akọ Yereminta Kando akọ bona baso adana say na me no ka say over 13,500 nurses no ya enrolling onto the government payroll aye de yetu oboka dia otna hasan chantro lawyer ni a okasa onkotu document bia na o bonit no wa bonit na okasa. I'll give you legal authorities, not even legal authorities. I'll show you evidence and let you know that this is a story too that was published by City Newsroom. Nati do moka. Me dey ascend o crowd aroma. Or see, the Secretariat of the 24-hour economy program has rejected claims that the policy has failed to deliver results, stating that it has moved beyond planning and is already generating investment commitments, expanding round-the-clock services and supporting industrial activity. The Secretariat said the program has secured $5.5 billion worth of joint development agreements with co-development partners. Or say 268 filling stations, 33 manufacturing companies have started under the initiative multi-shift model. Into Sobia Bettina Studio, no be creative scenario. Say 24-hour economy is not running anywhere. This is from the 24-hour economy secretariat. And almost say, as we speak, 33 companies are running 24 hours. As you see, menu nyina be dia dancers oko Temaport runs 24 hours. Demorage dodo na na de ne feel. So when you come to such a big platform, now we can seem to debunk a statement. Speak with facts. Emetna no na nka se me na misisi wasem no awoka no unyina so de ewo hefa aban we abon homodi ni youth na di ni ye buy a launch national youth program US no say program na vibrant until for once 1 million coders program I share Ghana for bossy ebe no indeed adwuma National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. How you can say the Jubilee program beban as we speak. It's me. I have the stories here. Me there. Me can't say me 2 million my dem see. It's over 3,200 Ghanaians and are benefited from currently from what the Jubilee program. It's basically. Obetna now be can wo aban a be introduce NAPCO. I drechi na NAPCO mo frani nyina tifi aban obe collapse banks. GM banks na fanipa more than 1,000. Me say me na me ni lady bi na net enough. Emu ye den 2019-2020 na GM bank gu ya and free Ghana kokotna. Ye buy what is a bank bi egu. Instead, state institutions impo ana egu no and we are reviving them. We were in this country, Tema oil refinery egui, Emma Musan Kofurika, some of the $22 million. But a net Tema oil refinery, a revival no, it produce over 28,000 barrels a day. A boy, a sustain your economy, Neo Kroma, Social Security and National Insurance Trust, net. And Kamo Ton Rock City, at their money pabako. And ne snit na ba be fan into my pay free and ne snit ni jina na also Bank of Ghana Tom hey Ghana me asema me kon take as
Kamo Tom Rock City
asema me kon take as Bank of Ghana mu ye ne basano and the Bank of Ghana is making profits enti e be share Ghana for maso ansuo maso ansa NDC ni aban a oba wo de hare ebre Ghana for. As I said, Obetina in some oka bienu oka we document biana we want dance. Oh, why are you the chuckling is a bad attitude. Don't repeat that. Okay? You don't chuckle as your colleague is speaking in the microphone. It's not the best. You understand? Yes. Enti can not draw any attention to that. Right Enti Madaroma, Yebeka che Ghana for say Omunya GDA. Oh, NDC ni John Dramani Mahama. As I said, NPP is not worth dying for. You who sacrifice here Jumama party na time ni do you be US in chain.
Okay.
You use in chain I catch you say presidential candidate in the list aba. Celeste ne banner so ni mo e be US in chain.
Okay.
But as you know the MPP is never like that. NDC is never like that. Yeah there. Obe rise obe sum obe wadwuma about to draw a baby my level playground no be akona.
Okay, Justice, right. So 5 minutes, Gabi, 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. I mean, lay down in answer. 5 minutes for a religious insults.
Yes. 5 minutes. But I'm fa me you born in China. Betina say we cut off from NT site legal authorities, especially when you are doing your IRAC or of illegal issues. But let me tell you, and kojina baby and kanda because you are training. It is part of it. Into it say be boom. Now I say it is a constant thing. But you see, okay, so me cited document now read these stories because I have them committed in memory. And I don't need to be reading them. They said a reading class. I have it. That is why you are learning. You have to not just read. You have to understand what you are reading. And to kind of obey to my kind, but ne fapim be in all kind. She makacho. Abra yeshe we papa Ken in Semun. He personally wrote to OSP or qualified. He say na mama bem trying to connote said the OSP office is attached to a political party. And see, if a document is tendered in, that document becomes invalidated proud to the dying of a government. Minya. Hey, would there be urgent to your room? So some of these utterances are serious. And some more can because sabe ya tro krata akoma OSP. Esan say ya my officer adwuma da. Na sebe crimes have no expiring date. Not document be better than has legal connotations in future dealings. I know. Oh yeah, when we say article 88. And one bas mama ya coach in prosecutorial powers. Am I establish it? OSP will be for dockets no da koma AG. All those documents now or correspondence is free can any attorney OSP one. Ningina nsunsanso enza mekum na ka chem say letter or try na say wo ma abamu trying to create the impression say wo ya abam the na say e meeting me patch there be what you can legal document asem. You don't even na ka chem say don't just be saying it. Afena wusu anya abotre 2 ye ka 24-hour economy na azem na me nua nya ntia ase. It was the flagship campaign message. And no pan na mugina so man na see ball no man Ghana mabunu side that down. And as some can say it was an immediate deliverable. Just say in plain na Ghana for mabunu nya so faso. And then you go about and have na also pedeng. Oh, partnership to do what? Yes, sebe ye besi uso na asha oma. One kasa na asaban what was your commitment to it? Ad hoc programs you are committing more funds. They are all flagship program now and now balls they will man Ghana for to be what you are committing 110 million partnership what? Did you even tell the people say it's going to be partnership? Say filling stations, many woman papa. Say many just a simple and say filling stations be a subscribe 24-hour economy say a 24-hour economy in Yajuma. Yes, you are not like the rest. Don't come to platforms like this and disgrace yourself like that. And the good one man says, essential aspect of our economy has always been running 24-hour service. Hospitals are running 24-hour service. Police service is running 24-hour service. Filling stations are running 24-hour service. It has been running 24 hours. It's a jai stop. Jai. 24-hour he ni magana mabunu bia and I know kase what's then national coders where are they coding you are a joke I say mo tumfutu na Uganda for say national apprentice be won himfa you have committed resources e go and check the budget review go to your own budget review and go and show me where 24-hour economy policy framework was mentioned. It was just quoted say it is now implemented policy document. I've already told you about feasibility. Nankasa be mubodi no. Nanka munim diamo debe kwa ngame boss. Just don't come to platforms and do this. Mame san church and IMF policy coordination want ya say. Me de baby na empanifo bu aye me depa. Wo se sebe me ko twa me bema. E wo wanzam ho. Na manya ntwa me pieto nka ho. Maka cho say IMF sika na ekoje no. De ntia akwa na de ama oni nyina say oba kire wo de odi sika no be sebe obetimanya na ade back. It is sebe. Empreduasa what na yaka say ye koje foto na ye koye lala sulalan and the last tranche of lala sulalan makacho say aban ye koye nimti lala sulalan like wo aban mu na sika na beto o man foto mse fa ba o man ho bra 371 million ye lala sulalan no benya so fa so be chekere o man uye na senka wo so de ho hwa wo man so na o mon kotro mo ba bia na waka cha me fo sai me fe da bi koso a kire me de menye koso afa so bo toto enwuma so ma Ghana mabu e ma mintimi fa Ghana fo e mabu na dwuma bebre ko bi so 2025 teacher force no form wadwum in the history of this country be currency that say afebe kwa teacher ni bi enu ho a ya fa no and I dare him to disprove it. 2025 no teacher under this sun was employed by this government. Eni se me ko twa me pieto na manya ntwade me ko twa me be man manwa da me pieto ka ho wo a wo se wo mpeska Adentina still also born or tab on that's what the dam so because my question be a friend of policy coordination instrument there say economy nenye at force in this in some it is still in the hands of the IMF. And what I can say be a ya che say me nua betena ha edge fit Moody's ratings our economy moody. Now one of the foremost global institutions the IMF catch was there, and let me read for you. Media channel. And I won't go to documents. I don't need to bring the documents. All these documents I read a lot, extract and understand what is going on. They don't just this is there. That is there. What a usual reading amount crowd. Where this is the IMF policy on Ghana. Okay, kind first paragraph now. Making kind change maximum for in just 1 minute. Now I call. Assemble also. Or say this paper examine how the GPP was instrumental in exporting $10.9 billion percent. That is gold program. Also the rapid expansion of the gold program coincided and arguably contributed to the remarkable macroeconomic stability. And then now say ya can't let me say one step and ne kwan go and kwa the Ghana for the mtimem or say but also large losses. That is 1.7 billion percent of Ghana's GDP. Ya to go da boka. Ya ko kan say auditor general. A global community. Independent audit. Etia kan ke I am so nyame wate. Na me mblemu mu. Ya ko nkramo fo nsem so.
Gabi ebrana so.
Me manded man.
Why is also
back up me come just 1 minute. Hwe, the mesre ni say. Me nua justice, oni nkramo fo atena class. Me nkramo fo atena class. Oba zante mampa baba eli. Me se kranka me ketre mo ha. Kametima ka hausa cause me makoma karanta da. Me no mo kwatena na ya na waga hye nyina yedi. Sebe mpredua sa menua. Ebi mu nyantum se bebia ya beduru no enne social media e hu pa o. Se be na se ye kohye ekokuo bim ohun na nke ka bibi bi kra ene obi gidie fapem emu abira na nke ka ye dem ho but eni e beton from mama ekohu eko akire kohu nipa bebre ye besere se ya tena ye hu ne ya sumdwe bebre se da maka no Christian schools nkramofo ko ho kramofo schools a Christopher ko ho ene ebi ye kra ware we ho Christopher bebi aware nkramofo ameme na fofo bi mu obi ma ba ko ma me kramoni ba ko ma me sansem no yesere wo fa ya mamra na Article 21 clause 1C na e ma kwan so betimi do ho adom osum bia o pese odo ho dom biara ti de be sense de ye hwe ne se de me gidi ni na me hwe so na me ni mudwuma de me nua be didi no me nya ama no osia mi a me nua no no sa de betima stroke yesre because eneme no gazai o hwe Nigeria de because over 7,000 Christians have been massacred because of menteme ho and see an eshase ti e be sere o man no asum bia ye nya be duru zamre no Kristo ni nua ne kramoni nti ye ma ne hu ne za na sesebe ba ko mienu bi kanse ma e bro so sa na ye ne omu ni no e ho ama entre nkofore ma asumbia yekutai e ho meto apema
Gabi Medase yes justice
Medase being for the opportunity now we a story I for na publish it's on the Ghana Education Service portal appointment letters for newly recruited teachers to be released this week. Education Minister publishing in July 20th, 2026. Until Bia Betana Bakacho NDC by
2025. 2025.
Until Bia Betana studio Bakacho say fat teacher ni Bia no Wadaro Manu and
I gave a specific
yeah. You said 2025.
The fact remains that NDC are buying the buy. This is the first time I any teacher backlog. Teacher backlog ni bi ni ho so be we teacher training ni esi intimi postino. It was the first time inti abane buy no there was a problem as to say yemfa 2023 for yemfa 2024 for and yemfa 2025 for have failed abane team rectify but the point still remains that abane buy will recruit two teachers and na yafa teacher for eduma omoye eduma 24-hour economy is running in most of our institutions. Se obetina na we catch me say hospital run 24 hours. Hospitals, you know how it is. Dr. Bia ni Ghana no ma okwa eduma enumre 8 p.m. eba efie anopa 6 and 7. I feel the person yes structure no. Into how many times na wako hospital ahomache yaka suggest your friend Dr. Maneba. There are many occasions obe call hospital no not doctor ni ho just your friend Dr. na mane de Maneba. That is what this government is seeking to bridge. Say Ejuso hospital away e will say do time be a station doctor how no the oba adwuma or buy number 8 about be pon how much 5. That is the difference between what the 24-hour economy.
Nice person just said doctor na hospital. Oh no, no, don't be saying certain things.
And today as we speak, if you go to our ports, if you go to most of our agencies, it is working. Enye me no nyina na okurumanum. Ena omoankasa papa ya ope secretary Poyando. Ebeka chair say 1 million coders program na ya check across Ghana. Nemum de ba Ashanti region hani bi so amepacho na oni kroma. It is on record that it is working. A Jubilee program no I quoted the document you me say 3,200 Ghanaians and then ya mo musika omode show mu nyumam. Enti ne tintini ni tietie nyina ne say you had the opportunity yehu de mobile mo ye de mobabe with the Muslims and the Christians. I think assembly anifi assembly anifi ya social media for ya na pese create assembly de emane befi because I Ghana you crew man na me say me wo training college mo akokere na my best friend Basit Abdul Basit see Akwachade Islamic Senior High School. We have been friends since training college until now. We are friends. Now we share football it's a Black Star guy Suleiman Tarijina na Michael Essien na Fatah Wishaku we are missed into entokwa bia anyhow. The point is that you enjoy our tension I pay creating that unnecessary tension. Now you adwin say or mind back. You bet me I find any ways and means they disagree, but on religious grounds you must not disagree. Good. So what doctrines na war Islam sinimno so doctrines na dodo na ewo Christianity because asum bia ni wa akaje so hu nu abonasum ana asum bia ni wa hu nu akaje se 722 ye nyina ya church say yenye de ye no dodo ye hu. I think that there is no issue amayen konkofa assembly anye de emma intimeda was for the opportunity.
Okay,
mother NDC penny.
Great justice Medasipi.
Over everything or no, so of Ansabo na Batiman Wate. Or the NDC na school. Over play not to send this in one Saturday over program. The name of what they couldn't one photo. Over don't say me health professional. Okay. We are also with them a health professional.
Yes.
I can say there's no hospital in Ghana. Doctor about 8 p.m. airports. Every day. I call what Ghana have. Many sure what they have you offer. Make me come back. Maybe hospital me here, Juma. You will any day be at 24/7 by no bother to doctor. Offer confirm not 8 p.m. No say go to doctor. What I just walk off. I said doctor manaba. Clearly I can't on serious. What means one prepare and no about. Offer 24-hour economy na find wo. And then you say filling stations. E be na year 24. Na filling stations be start year 24-hour economy no ya wo. Offer clearly I one prepare 24-hour economy na ifane wo mo ka tena say juma ba ko ni family san e ba be e formula 133 no na mo de be solve unemployment ba ko kwavia na ba ko kwa no pa de isu kwa anyumre ene de o ka tena say filling stations offer coders no say ifane wo ajuma wura no say ifane wo offer ya mo musa for any questions o
okay
so mo bet no ma ka bibia atena keke say no mo ye propaganda di trotre Ghana for di to me no
me da say who from so bit my friend Hello.
Yeah, Nana Boykin.
Yay.
Nana, good morning.
Jamal ni.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jamal.
But I'm calling you.
Adam.
I'm also feeling to say Professor Joshua Anade. Nana chair for say income organizer about Empire income organizer. Nana no ko say payment teacher mama mention. Na NDC point ya ni bi so mo say emoji Ghana ho na emoji o mo ma no. As the time bi na ni e best e Ghana yi do mo say this is the best. So about more than I say IMF, I had the bond in the 1 million answer requirement. It's a particular position. It's a map of quality of IMF, they say they are good job. Who does the say they are Ghana, the problem with you. It will be a case to the now person, another something. I want to Ghana and say, and I'm calling another Sumana. Then I'm calling 8 years. Oh, I did it to me. I can't move very more. More can teacher training to me. Almost buy a good water and I'm fine. More spiritual. No matter the over 74,000. I'm on in 2021, this is 2024. My family is leader. My family is poor. My personal position after the moment we have to make for my own. Instead of the American, we can't to the more fundamental position. No more position. Or more job. My own answer is the boomer. My mobile man, we are no more the job. We get to know.
Okay, Jamal, Mr. Bedasi, yes, also bit my friend. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm like my family. We are the Ankasa. The team.
I see.
The team Tiwa, that's it. I never come visit Busan say. Visit Busan say. Because I get back one meeting and say, you know, hospital. When you hospital, they say the own person help me. So the decision they say hospitals, doctors, no more be private hospitals. It's the biomargin. I will hold no more. I see. I buy hospitals, no. It's necessary. No come here. I buy hospitals, no. Yeah, he said the kitchen and yet what by you. There's no independent boy by you. The quarter it is too much. Konona dosu okana it's someone mo come we see dia we go hospital situation ni na ya sisi container kwa lab a ya to kwa hanu kokoye no wa koye no hanu ma be hwew be siamo mama ya pa why
that's it pa okay enti also so the hello
I'm returning
asari be
ciao you know about the road retailer. I'm a money. Na mecha professor Joshua Alams. Na me kwa chuma kwa ma mecha di na aba interme ba deputy committee of power chuma kwa ma. I do watch ma kwa ma for when you are there. And na chama se pone dia some allow. Baba the NPP for with you. The 2024 ebra ye bu ko ya. And ti wo ma di su. And you ti aturo e wo mo di na e ni ade. Many of them are going to hold you. And no papa near one papa, and they're going to feel United States movement of group of fruits on the other. And then again, of course, you have to NDC also 2028. You have to send down a my Ghana here trouble you. You have some people, over less now, we move any other. You have to money in your no woman in there to Patamunia. No one tell position, one among who shall move papa, who motions to papa any other. Problem na Ghana for catch NPP for your confidence to everyone may use because and see that the finance minister big woman average woman feel watching may you think at some contractor who don't need the but we are going to have this woman Ghana every 2 years Ghana here any party is NPP for say the NPP for bars very big NPP private Ghana.
Okay, yeah, for us. Hello.
Nana.
Yay.
Mathieu.
Robbie, yeah, Joseph.
Nana Bako there.
Robert Bako.
Who bring you money? I'm sure. Na, Yamanka, not the piano. Robert, go to Gaza. I both are to get to the prayer. Whatever. Let me check my one, you know. German, I know going to go to. Let me check me, I'm a Papa Magenia. Professor. Joshua, Alabi, Yamincha, really be about an Abu Sabi Michel. Tanaka Kenya said, you know, so we go put it here. I'm going to money and papa. But Abuchima, I'm going to say, I got them. Did you ever? And don't come one or two. I'm going to have a person to money, Mahama. And to share my if it is the price. Omudo mutata muntu biye aba president Mani Mahama ba kuswa oje wo tuma kiti the fight ba your friend just one about to part and garden I was able president Mani Mahama kuzo to monka manu they December 2028 another 2035 mumbono nka o matu abe nana mbese mbiza matu adaura na everything for abe yo mutu nana mo de
okay my next call and so my last call hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Nana Adum.
Aja.
Na bomo.
Adum.
Dere nyanya se. Me ba cho ke me me ba ni o 2 p.m.
Okay.
Me ka ta free Ashanti Mampon. Na mi ta ba cho mi ka na your birthday.
Oh, I see.
Honorable to do that.
Okay. You shouldn't have birthday. All right.
Mama was saying happy birthday.
All right.
Na mi check him and na ko see Augustus. One kwa me bin da ko ko vice chairman. Ninia, share NPP for a better. Aya na NPP for kasa 2 p.m. meeting na ho di
Now after I wonder say after the Nanato media and you want to go 8 years NDC die. Share His Excellency Goodluck Obama, John Dramani Trump, Kwame Abedio Mahama. Papa no so respect Ghana. Mr. President, wouldn't say you are Yaduma at 16, yes, 30%. Say dinner, you hear where my Ghana on 16 again. Yes, 30%. NPP for buy or car and our multiple petrol to be a mother, not the 8 years, yeah, would you? Even though my car in capital, or Mampany for 40, it's better to be a mafia in a ruling party than to be a general secretary in opposition. When NPP governor.
There are NPP elections, but there's a development on the story. The FM Kakra Parliament works in committees.
Yeah.
And it is based on the committee's recommendations that is brought to the plenary.
That's right.
All the 276 MPs normally decided. Now, some